Act 4, Faustus, with all his powers and magical abilities, pleases the Duke and asks the Duchess to wish for anything else. And the Duchess politely requests to have ripe grapes, and everyone wonders how this feat is possible as it is the month of January. The most unlikely season to have grapes. However, with the help of Mephistopheles, Faustus presents the grape to the Duchess and explains about the differences of the season in different hemispheres. As the Duke shows interest and asks to give lecture, the fellows, treated by Faustus, bang at the gates. As they ab- adieu goodbye to the Faustus, truly inspired and irritated by the persons, he again amuses the Duke and Duchess, and Faustus takes leave. So we come to the last act of our uh, Faustus. So Act 5, Scene 1. Here again he is taken back to the study room. Faustus stoops further and further, only to entertain the crowd. And throughout his 24 years, he hadn't achieved what he really thought. With great lightning and thunder, Mephistopheles and the other devils were seen on the stage, with Mephistopheles showing the way to reach Dr. Faustus. Wagner expresses to the audience that the end is near for his master and he is ready for the final journey. So Faustus gives everything he has to the Wagner by writing a will, claiming that Wagner is the sole possessor of all his properties. So here we have come to the end of the final Act 5. Here we find Faustus is really seen worried about his final days, and we find Lucifer and Mephistopheles is already on the way to take back the spirit of Faustus. So now Faustus has given all the properties, has written a will to Wagner, only person who is aside him. So during his final days, Faustus is seen during dining and making merry with the three scholars. It is at this time and at his last day of time, he summons the Helen of Troy. As his scholars exit, an old man comes in to warn the doctor. He asks the doctor to repent and states that God will always do well for those who think of him. However, the thoughts of Faustus are fixed towards damnation and thinks it is too late. The old man exists, and Faustus contemplates on the sins he has done. Mephistopheles warns Faustus to not vary with the pact, or else he will tear the body of the doctor. Threatened by Mephistopheles, Faustus asks the devil to torment the old man who created a delusion of happiness in his mind. But Mephistopheles is not ready to uh, punish that old man. Why? Because he's very good at heart, and devils cannot punish the person who doesn't do any wrong. So, however, Mephistopheles clearly states that the old man is pure of heart and soul, and such individuals cannot be harmed by devils. Unable to get his first request, Dr. Faustus asks to summon Helen of Troy so that he can forget all the things, whatever uh, summons his mind, he can be very happy and live in bliss to the remaining remainder of his time. Mephistopheles is happy to conjure the spirit of Helen of Troy, and Faustus is seen to be amused and filled with pleasure by the sight of her. So here we find the final days of the Faustus. Faustus is in his final time. So one last time he's enjoying with Helen of Troy. So Helen of Troy is also a dead spirit. So because with the help of Mephistopheles, Helen of Troy is back to just amuse and pleasure Dr. Faustus. So in the beginning of our Act 2, we find that when Dr. Faustus invite uh, Mephistopheles. So his first wish is to have a wife, but Mephistopheles just discourages. Why? Because marriage is just a pleasure. So necromancy is going to work, and marriage is not going to work.